Hello, everyone. Welcome to a very, 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 very long overdue episode of Clay Love Logic. Where on this channel, I solve logic-based Sudoku puzzles I find interesting. Terribly sorry for the delay in programming. My life has been very hectic, which is not a great excuse, but I hope to resume some sort of semi-constant routine. I think, instead of almost every day, I'm going to try to do every few days because I'm trying to shift my focus from easier one-star puzzles I can do to more challenging two and three-star puzzles I'm trying to push myself on. The downside of that is those take more time, and I don't necessarily have an hour plus every day to sit down and puzzle. So with that said, we're going to try and figure out a schedule that works, but let's try a two-star puzzle called Naughty XVs by mimec. As always, I'll put the link to this puzzle in the description of today's video so you can try it if you'd like. But with that said, let's turn our attention to the rules. So normal Sudoku rules apply. You have to have the digits 1 to 10, or sorry, 1 to 9. Sorry, I was reading ahead to the rules. 1 to 9 in every 3 by 3 row box and every 3 by 3 box, row, and column. Wow. It's been a while, clearly. So usually green lines are German whispers, but in this puzzle, we learn that adjacent digits along the green 6, 9 lines must sum to at least 6 and at most 9. So I think that'll operate relatively similar to a German whisper in that I don't know yet. I guess you can put 5 on it though, so you could have 4 and 5 beside each other. I'm not sure. We'll figure that in a little bit here. Um, Cells connected by an X sum to 10, cells connected by a V sum to 5. Not all X's and V's are given. Those are all the rules. Let's give this puzzle a proper shake. We're going to highlight all of the V pairs because we know those sum to 5. If they sum to 5, they are only 1s, 2s, 3s, and 4s by way of a 4-1 pair or a 6, or sorry, 4-1 or 2-3. All right. I suppose we're going to color these, but I don't really know if that'll be the way to do it because I think with this puzzle we might want to be coloring some sort of high and low, but for now, let's do this. Green, yellow. Uh, so when I color these puzzles, sorry, I went through that very fast. Let me back up. I do a lot of coloring puzzles. I realize you may not have seen them. What I know about these is these are all the 4 digits 1, 2, 3, and 4 in this box. And I know that there's a pair that sums to 5, and there's another pair that sums to 5, and those two pairs are 1 and 4 and 2 and 3. So I can say these ones are different from these ones. And I can say they're a distinct pair. So I can say, you know what? I can just call this one blue, and I can call its friend pink. Here I can say this is yellow, and its friend is green. So by doing that, I've said that anytime you see a blue, it'll have to be accompanied with a pink if it's in a 5 pair. Anytime you see a green, it'll have to be accompanied by a yellow in a 5 pair. Well, we see all other of the low options for digits here, so we know this one here has to be pink. Once we know it has to be, or blue, sorry. Once we know it has to be blue, we know its friend has to be pink. And we know the counter to that is this has to be a green-yellow pair. Um, and now, oh my goodness, some things never change. 2 minutes in, my dog has to use the bathroom. Let me pause this briefly. Before my dog so rudely interrupted me. So the next point I want to look at is this 1, 2, 3, 4 pair in box number 4. Ellie, stop, okay? Stop. So we know that it can't be a blue-pink pair because we have both blue and pink already looking at this one. So this has to be a green-yellow pair. And because yellow looks at this one, this is green, this is yellow. And now this here, well, look at that. This is going to have to be another pair. And because it's a pair that sums to 10, it will need a low digit. Well, all the low digits are taken except for green. So this is green and orange. In these puzzles, I always use green to sum to orange. Or, sorry, green plus orange to sum to 10. I am not making a lot of sense today, am I? Boy. Um, okay, well, this one here, this can't be a low digit, so this has to be the low digit, and it has to either be blue or pink. And blue sums with dark blue to 10, and pink pairs with purple for 10 when I do these puzzles. Okay, well, we need to have both pink and purple down here, or pink and blue, and then one of these is going to have to be its complement. So that's how that's going to operate. This is going to have to be either green or yellow paired with either, orange or tan. Okay. I don't really know how useful that's going to be for now. Let's turn our attention to perhaps this, because what do we learn about these lines? These lines are new to me. Um, Adjacent digits along the green 6 to 9 line must sum to at least 6 and at most 9. So these are both going to be high digits, but how high can they be? At most 9? Ah, so you could never have a 9 on a green line. Yeah, okay. So, and well, okay, so all the low digits are taken. So this can only then be 5, 6, 7, or 8. Same with this. Okay, that's interesting that you can't have a 9 on this. That is interesting, isn't it? Hmm. So what do I do with this? This is an interesting rule. At most 9, at least 6. So what could I say about it? You could have two low digits beside each other. But in this one, I don't think we're going to be able to, are we? Because if you had two side, yeah, I think what we're learning is this is going to have to do something like that, isn't it? This is going to have to be low, isn't it? And then that would mean that this has to be low as well, but it could be anything. Because if we think about it, right, we could never have two high digits beside each other. The highest digit we could have beside another, well, the closest we can get here is 5 and 4 is 9. That's the closest you can get, and that's not even two high digits. You could have six and yeah, yeah. Actually, 6 couldn't be beside 4. If you have a 6 on this, it can only be beside a 3 at most. Fives could be well, fives could be beside fours, threes, twos, ones. Yeah, yeah, right. So we could never have two high digits beside each other, and that's going to tell us that this digit here, this digit here, and this digit here all have to be, you know, five, six, sevens, and eights. These digits are all ones, twos, threes, and fours. And this is from one, two, three, four as well. So it's gonna be a yellow or green one. And then this is also gonna be yellow, green, but it's gonna be yellow, green, and like that. Now, isn't the same thing true? Let's think about this. Don't we just have the same pattern where there's already two low digits? Yeah, it's the same thing, isn't it? Look, we're going to have two low digits, so we're going to have four low digits, aren't we? We're going to have from 1, 2, 3, and 4, and then we're going to have from 5, 6, 7, and 8. And that's going to be interesting because we now have four low digits in this row. So this can't be a low, or this can't be, yeah, this can't be a low digit anymore. So that's orange. This is green, because remember, green is from 1, 2, 3, 4, and orange is from 6, 7, 8, 9. So, what do we do about that now? Now, can we start to tell where other things go? I don't think so just yet. Um, well, it's true actually. Yeah, no, we can. That's nice. Look, we have one of the digits either blue or pink here, which means this digit is either, well, this pair is green or yellow, and these ones are then blue or pink, and then these ones are then green and yellow, aren't they? So this is blue, pink, and then this is going to be like this, something from that world. Ah, and then the green one here sees this, so that's yellow. That's green. This one then has to be either blue or pink. Oh, that's nice. So then this one can't be blue or pink, and this one has to be blue or pink. Oops. Well, that's nice, because now where do you put yellow in box 7? Only in one spot. Yellow can only go here. Lovely. Okay. Well, look at this. This is beautiful. Look at our yellows and greens across here. Okay, so we have both yellows and greens in this row. We have yellows and greens in this row. We need one more in this row, and it has to be in this box. And it has to just be here. This digit is just yellow or green, and it is a value of 1, 2, 3, or 4. This digit is therefore not yellow or green, so this one is yellow or green, and we can give it its, you know, its digits. In fact, we can give this one its digits too. Okay. Well, now what? Okay, well, we can do a sort of similar trick in that, look, we have both of our blue and pink digit in this row or column. We have both of our blue and pink in this column. We need one more blue and pink in this column. It has to be in this box. And then we can see we have two. So the last one has to just be here. This is either blue or pink, and it is 1, 2, 3, or 4. And now we should be pretty close to having most of our blue pinks sorted out. I mean, generally, we don't know exactly what's what, but we kind of have an idea of where they go. In fact, look at that. Where do we put the blues and pinks here? Well, we have 2 in this row, 2 in this row, so we need 2 in this row. We already have 2 there in that column, so they are just here. And that means this one here is now not blue or pink. And that one is. Nice. Okay, so here's what we're gonna. No, not yet. I was thinking that maybe we were going to letter them, but I don't think we will yet. Let's keep going along with this puzzle. And what can we, what are our real takeaways here? This was 8. You'd have to put ones beside it on either side, which you could do, but that means you couldn't have an 8 here, could you? Nor could you have an 8 here. Because again, it has to sum to at most 9. So 7s could have 1s and 2s beside it. 5s could have anything, but it is useful to know that you can't put 8s in the middle. That'll do a little bit of, removal of digits. What you don't see here is a 9. And that's useful for the reason of, well, 9 now has to go exactly in one of these 2 spots, which means this has lost its ability to be 9. This has lost its ability to be 1, which means this one's not a 4. We should be able to do that here as well, shouldn't we? Oh, that's going to give us a digit. Look, what do you see? Oh, no, it's not going to give us a digit, is it? Well, look, we can do a similar thing and say 9 has to be in one of these spots. And again, as soon as we do that, this can't be a 9, so this can't be a 1, so this can't be a 4. And that is going to force, well, because this could be a 9. Okay. Across here, 9 can be in one of 2 spots. So neither of these could be 9. Yeah, okay. Is that helpful? 9 somewhere down here, 9 somewhere over here. Not really helpful just yet. Um, ooh, sorry, this can still be a 4. This is not a 5 pair. That logic is true. Where else did I make that mistake? I feel like there was 2 places I said, oh yeah, here as well. This can still be a 4. Yeah. Yeah. Mustn't get confused about that. Okay, so if you have a 4, well, okay, the same thing holds true in that I can't put a 4 here, can I? If I put a 4 here, these both have to be at least 5. We can't have 2 5s, and that'd be the only way we could do it. Same with this. This can't be a 4. Same with these. Okay, I'm starting to understand this a bit. And actually, the takeaway of that is that this couldn't be a 4 either. So this one actually couldn't be a 1, and that is valid. This can't be a 1. This one cannot be a 4. We know that. That's actually true. So let's Well, okay, well that's actually really, really nice because now we know pinks. We know that pink and blue now has to be a 2-3 pair, don't we? Because if we can't have a 4 in either of them here, then we could never have a 1 to sum to 5 anywhere. So anywhere you see pinks and blues, we now know that they are only twos or threes, and that makes their friends sixes or, sorry, sevens or eights. Okay, and then the flip of that is all of our green ones, wherever they exist, cannot be ones, or sorry. They can't be twos, they can't be threes. They're only ones and fours. And that is going to give us a digit somehow. Wow, yeah, because this can't be, yeah, so this is 6, 4, 1, 1, 4, 1, 4. Wow. I hope that made sense. We just flew through that, but all of that's correct. Let me back this up really quick to show you how I can figure that out right away. So we're left at this point where we know that this is a 1-4 pair, so we can only have a 6 or a 9 beside it. And we know that when we look at this row, 9 has to be in one of these two positions. It cannot be here. So the only thing we can put here is a 6, which means it has to pair with a 4, and then that leaves that as a 1. This now becomes a 4 and a 1 and a 4 and a 6. Huh. Wow. Okay. That is really, 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 really interesting. Um, okay. Wow. Okay. So that's really interesting. Oh, and this digit here, can't be a 7 or an 8. It's a 6 or it's a 9. So now what? Well, one thing that's interesting now is these have to be different digits. One's going to be a 2, one's going to be a 3. So the biggest digit this could be is a 6, right? Because no matter what, you're going to have a 3 on one side of this digit. And if this digit's a 7, 7 plus 3 is too big. It's a 10. You cannot have a 7 here anymore. Just like you can't have a 7 there. And actually, the flip of that is you can't have an 8 in either of these positions because that's too big. Now, you could have a 7 here, and in fact, you do have a 7 here. Because look, bear with me here. You can't have a 7 here because again, remember, you're gonna have a 2 or a 3. This is all true. You can, okay, so the same thing. So okay, one second. Let me think through this here. Okay, so this we know has to be a 7, which means that has to be a 2, that has to be a 3. And this is an 8-9 pair. Oh, but now we're stuck, aren't we, in a world where, oh, what do we put here? Does this have to be 7 or 8? No. Well, yeah. Does it? Let's let's think about that for a second. So we seem to be in a situation where the highest thing you can put in between fives and sixes, or in between twos and threes, is a 6. So this, okay, this shoot. I think I'm wrong with one of these, but I don't think I am. Unless this one's yellow. Unless these swap somehow. Because look, if you put a 7 in any of these spots, it's going to be too big. That's true. 8 in any of these spots is going to be too big. You could only have 6, 5, or 4. This is very wrong. It needs to do what's happening here, where this has to be yellow or green. Has to, right? How though? Let's think. Hmm. Mhm. I mean, it just seems like that has to be yellow. And this has to be two or three, but that's just not gonna work, is it? Because if my logic is correct, this has to be seven, and then this has to be one. What is going on? Because how is this not broken then? If we go back to what we had, how is this not broken? I mean, it is true that these have to be two and three. That's true. So what then though? Because the thinking then is that what do we put here? A five or a six? And then what do we put here? A five or a six? And then what do we put here? Well, no matter what, that would imply that this is nine and this is one because we have a five, six pair. So then what? This is a seven, eight pair and it doesn't work. Oh my God, it does work. Oh, what an idiot. These are double twos. Wow. Oh my God, I was so in my head. I thought for sure I was wrong. They're double twos. They have to be. Of course. Wow. Oh, wow. What a donkey. Oh my God. Wow, I just did not think through that clearly. Wow. What a buffoon. Oh, wow. Okay. So, yellow's four. Green's one. So all the times we see four, we know that it is, in fact, yellow. And all the times we see one, we know it is, in fact, green. Wow, what a buffoon. So what do we need here? Five and six does not resolve just yet. Wow. Of course it's double twos. I thought I was so wrong in my logic. Boy, I thought I was absolutely screwed somewhere. Um, we've earned another digit, haven't we? We can just see that the only thing left here is a five, which gives us a six, gives us a five. Oh, and of course we know that this one is 10 because, oranges. Yeah, like that. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're gonna need a five somewhere. 5, 7, 9, of which this is not seven, so it's therefore nine, and this is a 5, 7 pair. That's gonna. Oh, well, better yet, there's a two right there. That's been available for a while. That's 2, 3. This is nine. These ones are then, not nine. Uh, okay. Oh, well, obviously we can take sevens and eights out of there. Something that's been available to do for a great deal of time. Just, ah, wait. We need six, seven, eight, nine, of which eight is down here. Nine is up here. And we cannot deduce sixes and sevens. Enough, miss. Hey, enough. Oh, this is a naked single, isn't it? One, two, three, four, five, six. Yeah, this is just an eight. We just get that for free. And again, we should have been able to tell that already earlier because again, we just simply couldn't have an eight there. So this is from five, six, seven, but of course it's also a naked single by way of a five. So this is a six, seven pair, which gives us a two. And now, three in the corner of all things. Threes, wherever they exist. We now know that they're pink. Twos. We know all of the twos are blues. This one is pink. That's going to be, yeah, like that. Stop. Sorry, that is my alarm to say, hey, make sure you're awake and getting ready for your Christmas party tonight. I have a Christmas party with work tonight, and I was considering having a nap. And then I changed my mind and decided to puzzle. But regardless, that was the alarm to ensure I am up and about. Oh, a six, seven pair gives us a nine, doesn't it? Which gives us a one and a four, which gives us a one and a four, and it gives us a few more things to color should we so choose. And of course, we do so choose because we love the color, don't we? We do. We do love to color. What are these then? One, two, three, four, five, and eight. Yes. These would then be one, two, three, four, five, six, seven, nine. Doesn't resolve. Across the bottom, we'll have five, six, and eight, of which that's not an eight, nor is that. We get an eight. We have a five, six pair. Not going to resolve just yet, but it is going to give us a naked single here with the five, six pair in the first column of the puzzle. One, two, three, four, five, six. This is a seven. This is also going to resolve because we have a seven here seeing the rest of this. So this has to be a seven. That's a nine. This is just now five or six. Oh, this is nine. Sorry. This is five or six. This is therefore also going to be, oops. Yeah, it's six. So that's five. So that's six. Um, one, two, three, four, five, six. So this is eight. That's five. That's eight. So this. Oh, so this is eight. So this is seven or nine. So okay, so this is nine because there's a six, seven pair. So this is nine. This is seven. So this is five, which makes this a seven, which makes this one a six. This is a six. This is a five. This is a six. This is a five. This is then a seven. This is a six. This is going to be, what do we need? One, two, three, four. We're going to need a five somewhere. It's here. We're going to need a nine. We're going to need a seven. And that is going to do it. 28 minutes, 56 seconds. 55 people have solved this puzzle in 6.3 hours. I like this puzzle, even though I felt like I completely fumbled through it. I hope you enjoyed. Consider clicking the like or the subscribe, and catch you on the next one.